All right, so in the last sections, we kind of saw how we can actually do some simple aggregation across one or more columns. And we saw that we can do things such as, let me take the sale price column and get the mean, right? Or maybe I want to get the sale price or the mean of sale price in the ground living area, which we could do like that. We also saw how we can use the agg method in order to get multiple summary statistics for one or more variables, right? And when we use that, what we get in return is a data frame. And this is all great. The issue here is that all these summary stats are actually just being computed across the entire data frame. Lots of times we want to do group level aggregation, right? So if we look at Ames, we see that we have, let's see if I can find our neighborhood. So we have multiple neighborhoods within our data set, and we may desire to get, well, the average sale price for each neighborhood. Or maybe we want to get the average square footage of the homes for each neighborhood, right? It allows us to compare summary statistics across different levels of another variable, in this case, neighborhood. Well, we can do this by using the group by method, right? So I could say Ames group by, and I want to group by the neighborhood, right? And what we get in return here is it's a data frame, but it's a group level data frame. Basically, this data frame has been, the way you can think about it, it's been separated by each neighborhood, where there's multiple data frames representing all the data or all the home sales information for each neighborhood in there. Right? What this allows us to do is now to apply some aggregation, some summary statistics, such as, let's take sale price, and let me go ahead and get the mean sale price for each neighborhood. And we can see now, we can quickly compare the sale prices. Right? And I could actually say, hey, look, I want to sort the values by sale price. And it quickly allows us to see the minimum or the neighborhood, the smallest, or the smallest average sale price versus that with the largest average sale price. All right, well, we can actually add on to this. So we could continue to do this group by neighborhood. And I could say, hey, look, not only do I want to get one summary stat, but maybe I want to go ahead and get that summary stat for two different columns. Right, so I could do mean. And now we get our average sale price and square footage for each neighborhood. Right? And we could continue to build on this like we saw before, where we want to get maybe let's get the min and the max sale price for each, and we'll just get the mean for the square footage, and we can do that. Now, one thing you notice here is that we have these different kind of hierarchical indexes, and we have the grouped variable, the variable that we are using to group our summary stats by, is represented as an index. We don't always want that. Maybe we want to go ahead and say as index equals false. And what that'll do is that now we'll make neighborhood one of the columns again, right? So we could continue on in further analysis, and maybe we want to do some plotting or some type of machine learning activity where we want to leverage the neighborhood variable along with these other summary stats that we have created. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's use this knowledge to go to complete the knowledge check. So first one was, how would you convert the following statement into a grouped aggregation syntax? What is the average above ground square footage of homes based on neighborhood and bedroom? Right, so often we get asked to compute some summary statistic by or based on something else, right? And so usually when you see that by or based on, that is an indication that that's what you want to group by. So in this case, we would want to group our data by neighborhood and bedroom count, and then compute the average above ground square footage for each of those groupings, right? So what would this look like? Well, that gets to number 2. So let's go ahead. We're going to say aims group by, and now we're going to say let's group by what was it? Neighborhood, and also bedroom count, which is bedroom above ground. All right, so you can see when we want to group by more than one variable, we can just put it in a list. And in this case, I want to say that I don't want the output to have the indexes be the group by. All right, so I'm going to do index as index false. All right, so then from here, I can go ahead and can compute my summary stats. So I could say compute the above statement. So we want to get the ground live, because we want to compute the average, right? The average above ground square footage, yes. For the ground living area, I want to get the mean. And now when I do that, I get my output like this, where we have for each neighborhood and bedroom count number, we get the average square footage. So I can go ahead and save this. Results equals that. Results.head. Whoops. And so number 3 says, using the results from number 2, find out which neighborhoods have one bedrooms that average more than 1,500 above ground square feet. Okay, so now what I want to do is actually filter this information for the homes that meet this condition. So condition is going to be, condition A is going to be results where the bedroom above ground equals 1. And condition B is just going to be results. Let's see, ground live area is going to be greater than 1,500. And so now what I can say is, let me go ahead and index my results for condition A and condition B. And now I see I have these, 6 neighborhoods where we have homes that have only one bedrooms, but they also have square footage living area that's greater than 1,500.